Singer, actor Raymond Lauchengco is channeling his passion for the arts. This is to help those in need during these challenging times. Lauchengco wants to raise funds for displaced workers in the live events industry. All of his artworks were sold out, and proceeds will go to the National Live Events Coalition. Joining us tonight is no less than singer, actor, and now visual artist, Raymond Lauchengco. Raymond, great to have you on The Final Word.
Thank you for having me, Rico. Thank you very much.
So Raymond, what inspired you to create these art pieces?
Well, so many things were happening to me even before the lockdown. My sister fell ill, my wife fell ill, my father died. This was 1 week before the lockdown. And on the first day of the lockdown, it hit me that I had lost all my bookings for the events that I was to direct or the shows that I was to sing in. So it was at that point that I felt I had to turn to doing positive things because I was just surrounded by so many things that I couldn't understand or control. So I turned to making things. I just took out the few tools that I had and I started making things.
So where did you inherit the carpentry skills?
Well, my grandfather was a Jedi in carpentry and mechanics also, and
May the
I would
force
assist
be with him.
I was the only grandchild who was allowed to stay with him in the workshop to assist him, and so I guess I picked it up from there, from him.
And take us through some of these 14 artworks that you created. What is your favorite piece or pieces that is very close to your heart?
Well, there's one called Falling Water. It's made out of a huge section of a trunk of a tree, and I chiseled it. I called it Falling Water because it resembles to me rivers that intersect and just pour out into a waterfall. And to recreate the water or to render the water, I used broken pieces of blue glass, and these are layered, 6 layers, which I had to glue on one by one by one by one. It took a long time.
Very tedious, and a lot of hard work. And you put your heart and soul crafting these art pieces. But all of them are sold out, Raymond. Was it difficult to part with them?
Actually, yes. When people started talking about the exhibit, my first instinct was I don't know if I can part with them. I've spent so much time working on them. That is Falling Water, but by the way, what you see on the screen now. I spent so much time making them, and they really helped me to survive very surreal times. So I was very attached to them. But then I decided to go with the exhibit because I felt that it was something that I could do that could pay things forward to all the friends and all the colleagues that I've made in the live event industry. So I did that.
Indeed, this whole pandemic has turned our lives upside down, and us doing so many other things that we thought that we would never do. I interviewed a couple of weeks ago a lady who took 20 online courses. And of course, you have artists like yourself performing through the digital Bayanihan spirit. And here you found your calling in art to give back to your industry.
There is a saying which I like very much, and it says something to the effect of, it is during difficult times that you discover there are things you can do that you never thought you could. And that's exactly what I went through. As Winston Churchill said, never let a good crisis go to waste.
So what do you think now is your priority after this lockdown, Raymond? Are you still a singer, an actor, a director, or are you now first and foremost a visual artist?
I think I am all of those things. It's just that there are no shows for me to sing in or to direct. So I will continue to make pieces, and I will continue to donate part of the proceeds to the Coalition for Live Events because they just need help.
Absolutely. We were just talking to Liza Dino Segura earlier, and the film and audiovisual sector is seeking about 15 billion pesos to basically help close to 800,000 displaced workers in the industry. So if singing is still very close to your heart and is still one of your first loves, Raymond, maybe you can dedicate a song to the live events industry as they face these challenging times during this pandemic?
Well, maybe as a way of saying goodnight to you and the viewers and all my friends from the live event industry, who I pray will just hang tough. As a way of saying goodnight, let me sing farewell to you, my friends. We'll see each other again. Don't cry, 'cause it's not the end of everything. I may be miles away, but this is where my heart will stay with you, my friends, with you.
It is not the end. We will all stand together and fight this pandemic. Raymond Lauchengco,
Absolutely.
thank you so
Absolutely,
much
Rico.
for
Thank
joining
you
us
very much.
on The Final Word. And just like what Raymond and many others have said, everyone can do something to help, even from the comfort of our homes. We leave you with this quote from the famous television host Oprah Winfrey: "Helping others is the way we help ourselves."